and separation and all of that. But I'm here to promise you one thing, friend. There is nothing. Hey, by the way, bring my illustration out if you would. There is nothing in all of this world. Stay with me, camera. I might get remote here in a minute. There is nothing in all of this world that has done more to damn our holiness and to keep us from being separated from the world like a monster we're going to bring out and show you here on this platform right here. You're about to see the number one thing above all things I could talk about that has destroyed our testimony, that has robbed our home. You're looking at it right there. That's it, the television. And the dirty, rotten computer and all the filth that comes on that too. And you know that it is. You're looking at it right there. I mean, you're looking at it. If you want to know what happened to Monopoly, that's it. If you want to know what happened to family time, that's it. If you want to know what happened to husband and wife fellowship, that's it. If you want to know what happened to good readers in your home, you're looking at it right there. If you want to know what happened to picnics and what happened to checkers and what happened to Scrabble and what happened to these things, you're looking at it right there. That's it right there. Now, wait a minute. If you want to know why we have the blasphemy and the vulgarity and the permissiveness and the materialism and the worldliness and the carnality and all the dirty, rotten things, more than anything in the world, you're looking at it right there. I mean, you're just looking at it. And, I mean, you just are. And you say, now, Brother Brown, now, wait a minute. Let me park right here and say something. Let me just park right here. There's a great man of God. He may be in this room now, one of the greatest preachers in America. And I've known him for years. I have been in and out of his home unannounced multiple times for years. And he's always had a television in his home, but I've never seen it on. I would imagine from time to time he turns it on. I imagine from time to time he'll catch the news or the weather or something. But I do know that he couldn't have watched much of anything because he got up so early, stayed up so late, and was so much on the go, he wouldn't have had time to watch anything on it. Now, out of his church came a Pharisee. And this Pharisee went over and got his little group and was piddling around doing absolutely nothing when this great man of God had built a great church and living a very holy life. And he ran into this man of God one day, and I know I can call these names. I know who it was. He ran into this man of God, and he said to him, I'll tell you what, and he called his name, I'll tell you what your problem is. You got that ungodly television in your house. That's your problem. I want to park right here and say this. There is more spirituality in the tip end of that godly pastor's little finger that was in that Pharisee's whole body. Now, you got to watch the Pharisees. The Pharisees will mess you up. I'm not here to condemn good people for what they don't do wrong. I don't live in your house. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you see. I don't know what you do with the television. I don't know what you do with the internet. I'm not there. I'm not here to judge you. I've never had a television in my house. We never had a computer in our house. Raised 7 children who are scattered over the earth, all faithful and independent Baptist churches. One of them sang right there with his wife a while ago, and they got along well. We did all that without the television and the internet, but that's what we chose to do, and I'm not judging you for what you do or what you're doing or what you're going to do. But having said that, preachers, if you had any idea what your people were watching on that stupid thing on Saturday night till 11:30, you would not wonder that they sit and look at you like a bullfrog looking at in a hailstorm on Sunday morning. I mean, you just wouldn't. I mean, you just wouldn't. You'd wonder. You'd want to quit if you knew what your people were watching. And I know what you're saying. Now, Brother Brown, preach the Bible. Just now, you got off on a tangent now. Preach the Bible. Okay, I'm sorry. I got off on a tangent. I'll preach the Bible. You watch it now while I preach the Bible. 1 Thessalonians 5:22. Abstain from all appearance of evil. 1 Thessalonians 4:3. This is the will of God, even your sanctification. 2 Corinthians 6:14. What fellowship hath light with darkness? What part hath he that believeth with an infidel? Ephesians 5:11. Have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. Ephesians 5:16. redeeming the time, because the days are evil. 1 John 2:15, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. 2 Corinthians 10:5, pulling down imaginations, that's mental images, and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of God. How about Romans 12:1 and 2? I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. How about Psalms 101 verse 1? I'll walk within my house with a perfect heart. He that worketh deceit shall not dwell in my sight. He that telleth lies shall not tarry in my sight. How about Deuteronomy 7? Neither shalt thou bring an abomination into thine house, unless thou become an abomination like it, but thou shalt utterly detest it, and thou shalt utterly abhor it. How about Ezekiel 8 here, where it says, talks about, Son of man, see what every man does in the chambers of his imagery. How about Lamentations 3:51? Mine eye affecteth my heart. How about Proverbs 4:23? Keep thine heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Now, I know what... Is that enough Bible? Anybody want no more Bible? Would you like that? Would that be okay? Just say, oh, Brother Brown. Oh, Brother Brown. I know you're right. I know you're right, but I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, good night, my wife. I know it's ruining our home, the filthy internet. We don't have any firewalls on it, don't have any blocks on it. And I know, and besides that, Brother Brown, the television, I know it's ruining. It's putting an ungodly, worldly atmosphere in our home. But there's nothing I can do. It was nothing you can do unless you just go forward. But you just go forward. You say, preacher, what can I do? She'd throw a fit. No, she wouldn't. No. Your wife's not going to say a word if you'll just go forward. Yeah. If you just go forward. You say, well, what can I do? Well, some night when she's cooking supper and, man, everything's getting grilled in there and your children sitting around here like a bunch of catfish at the end of a drain pipe soaking up all of that filth, you just sneak yonder into the garage and you get you... And you come back, and while your wife's cooking, you say, children, you may want to move back a little bit. And you take this thing, and you put you say, I hate that thing. I hate that thing. I hate that thing. I hate that thing. Now, wait a minute. When she comes running in, you be standing there like this going, I hate it, I hate it. She ain't going to say nothing. Some of you men say, henpecked, you have to roost on the bedpost of a night. You ought to get some grit in your crawl. In God's name, why don't you just go forward? Go forward. She won't say a word. Not a word will she say. About 6 months later, she's normal. She'll come in and catch you in a sweet mood. And she'll say, you know, honey, I was somewhere today and I saw television and I thought about the nights we used to watch that. And you know what you do? You reach and grab the axe and say, she won't say anything. No, that'll be... No. Absolutely. Let me go over here, find my sermon I left behind, and we'll be gone. I mean, it's time to go forward. I mean, I could preach a lot about all kinds of separation. It's time to go forward in everything. Time to go forward in dress standards. I could get on that for a while. Yeah. Brother, we need some preaching. Time to go forward. Listen, we don't even preach on beer anymore. I said, no.